Okay, Denny's Dirty Worm. We're going to start with a size 16 scud hook. Today we're using a Dairiki number 135. We're going to use a glass bead from Spirit River. I like the red row in size small. We're going to use span flex or round rubber leg will work just as well in a size medium. And then we're going to use, last but not least, we're going to use a small or brassy sized red ultrawire. First thing you want to do is take your bead and thread it right on to about a 2 or 3 inch piece of span flex or your round rubber leg, depending on what you're using. And once you've done that, you can actually thread the bead and the span flex onto your hook. And once you've done that, you can put it right into your vise. And once you have it into your vise, you want to push your bead all the way up to the eye of the hook, like that. And I like to take the span flex and pull it either on the bottom or on my side of the hook. And the reason I do that is that once I start wrapping, the span flex wants to wind around the hook away from me. And I'll show you what I mean. I'll start my thread right behind the bead, get a few loose wraps, and then give it a couple of tight wraps. As you can see, that span flex is already working its way. There it goes, around the hook. Cut my tag off. I'm going to put in my wire. I'll start my wire right behind the bead, tie that in. Once that's secure, I'm going to tie down the wire and the span flex all the way back to the bend of the hook, right there. And then I'm going to bring my thread forward. I stop that thread right behind the bead. Once it's there, I'm going to put it in my bobbin cradle. I'm going to wind this wire forward. Now the wire does a couple of different things. Actually, a few different things. Number one, it gives it a little flash. It adds a little weight. It also toughens up the fly. You can actually catch a few fish on this before their little teeth tear it up. So I'm going to take that all the way up to the bead. I'm going to get to the bead like I am right now. I'm going to tie it down. A couple of good wraps. Cut it. Now after you cut that, there's going to be a little stub. I'm going to take my thumbnail, I'm going to lay that stub down and then wrap over top of that. Go ahead and whip finish it. And that is it. Denny's Dirty Worm.